Here we are in Vancouver. We have to welcome Kanon back to Vancouver.
Yeah.
You're back, you're here, the sun's shining. We decided to take you furniture shopping.
This is my usual spot to hang out, and when I'm in Vancouver, I come to a furniture shop, so, you know.
You come to a furniture shop. There's even there's a piece of art hanging on the wall over here. It's giant.
Get out of the way!
Giant silver flip-flops hanging on the wall over there. I thought
That's awesome.
we should name that piece of art the Dusty Flip-flops for the Dusty Foot Philosopher.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
So welcome back to Vancouver.
Thanks. Awesome city. Always good to be here.
In the Somali language, Kanon means traveler. Mm-hmm. And lately, over the past few years, you've really been living up to your name.
That's right.
All over the place.
Yeah, really. Literally all over.
For a Canadian hip-hop artist to start getting such attention on an international level is really kind of something spectacular.
I know, it's amazing. And, you know, there's a few people leading the way, and I feel good to be a part of that movement. And you know, people have been for the last few years kind of looking to my music, whether it's in the U.S. or Europe, and you know, as like, this is from Canada and this is amazing and so on. And now you have kind of the most popular American rap artist is Canadian. You know, you got Drake now. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a good time. It's really interesting.
And other really well-known, respected artists seem to be sort of looking to you and seeking you out and stuff. I mean, you're here in Vancouver, you're playing with Jason Mraz tonight. Yeah. Right after that, you're heading out on tour with Lenny Kravitz.
That's right.
And then right after that, boom, Maroon 5.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. Lenny actually, both Lenny and Maroon directly asked for us to tour with them, and it's kind of a privilege, you know. I don't know what it's going to be like to play with Lenny Kravitz. That's going to be crazy. But Maroon and we're friends, so we have songs together and so on. It's a really good time. We're kind of all over the place and just playing music for people, and so it's such a privilege to be able to do it on such a wide scale.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's a kind of validation when someone like Adam from Maroon 5 and you collaborate? Does that make you feel like, hey, you know what, like other artists are respecting my work? Gives me a sense of validation on a whole different level.
It's always great. I mean, I don't think it's a validation in that they're genuine fans of the music, and I make music that I already like myself. And the most validation I can get is me, honestly, because it's very hard for me to like a lot of stuff that are art, you know. That I'm very self-critical and very hard on my own sound, and so when I like something, you know, I kind of think it's natural that they would like it. I don't really think it's crazy. I think that it's beautiful. I think it's nice. I think it's the mutual respect that we have for each other is nice. I've heard of major artists who I haven't ever met singing some of my songs, and that's always a compliment. But it doesn't make me feel validated in any way. My validation comes from my own creation and my own acceptance of it.
From within.
Yeah.
Are you a perfectionist?
I think so. I'm a perfectionist, I think, in a healthy way, though. If there ever is a healthy way, I think I am, because I don't really nitpick things when they're art, when they're like, in the sense that I rely on a feeling, but that's what I'm a perfectionist about, is that the feeling has to be genuine, the feeling has to be real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You obviously have some real feelings about the situation in the country where you were born, Somalia, and that makes its way into your music. Now, you've been very sort of adamant about the fact that you're not overly political and you're not an activist per se, but what do you consider yourself then? Are you just a sort of a tool to bring voice to a situation?
Well, I just think that I'm more concerned with my own level of honesty than I am with events and situations and stuff like that. And it's because those things that I see, or things that happen in the world, whether it's Somalia or New Orleans or something, you know, I will always be impacted by those things in a real honest manner. And if I'm honest, I'll write those feelings.
Right.
You know? That's the equation. It's never really like, I don't really plot things. I don't really think about causes to write about or anything like that. Those are probably going to be the worst songs ever written if you think a cause and you start trying to write about them.
Right.
You know.
Right. They say great artists sort of write what they know. And the fact of the matter is that you're from Somalia originally. You experienced
Those things.
these things.
Yeah, and I write about it. Absolutely. I watched, I was at a taping for Elvis Costello's show recently, last week in the Apollo Theater, and the guest was Bruce Springsteen. And he said some really, really profound things that moved me. You know? And he said that he'd always written about identity, you know. And I think that I relate to that so much, you know. He said he'd always written about who am I, where am I going, and what do I want? You know? I feel like that's what my music is based on.
Having said that, you seem to feel that it was sort of important for you to comment sort of on a world stage. There's an interview on your MySpace site where you're talking to the international media about piracy in Somalia and stuff like that. So you obviously felt like that was something important for you to sort of make a comment on.
Yeah, that's because it's kind of like I don't have a choice. You know, those things I really don't. I wish there was someone else to do it, but the fact is that I'm really outside of Iman, the supermodel, who is a friend but has been largely quiet about those things. I'm the only one that has the position that will be asked about those things, that has the position to actually speak about Somalia in the way that we know it, and kind of give. I feel like if I just let it go, people would have these opinions about the place that are unreal, that are not real.
Right, or that are real based on certain media, the way media skews it in a certain way or something like that.
So it's both my burden and my privilege. You know, I feel like I have to. There's no one else. So until there's someone else, you know, I'll just kind of take these jobs sometimes just to say things about.
Right. Now, having said all that, just a couple more quick questions for you. There's some serious stuff on your records, but man, they're a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Like the beats are crazy fun, and if listen, you get the Cannon records. If you don't want to shake your rump, there might be something wrong with you.
You probably don't have one.
You might not have a butt to shake. But that's obviously very important. A lot of people like to focus on the more serious stuff with you, but man, there's some party jams in there.
Bang Bang is me and Adam Levine. Fun song. You know, like a lot of the songs are, I think, a lot of fun songs. I mean, there's love songs. Fire and Free Time is a love song.
Yeah.
You know, I like that about my life because it's dishonest to think that I'm like a really serious person. I spend 80% of my time clowning around in my tour bus with my friends. I mean, I'm not by any means someone who's like, how are we going to change the world or something? You know? I'm watching Seth Rogen. You know, that's
You're not Bono from U2.
I doubt Bono's Bono, too.
Yeah, right. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
He's watching South Park on his tour bus.
I'm telling you, it's completely it's fragmented. It's fragmented to think that I would be this really serious, super serious person because I'm not.
Right. Okay. Well, if you wanted us to play one of your jams on our show right now, which would it be?
Probably be Waving Flag. I just kind of am in the mood of that song these days. It's doing a lot of stuff. It's become the anthem for the World Cup 2010.
Very cool. All right. Here it is on Hot Mess. Check it. Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure. Peace.